welcome back to Chamber Chats with the Castroville Area Chamber of Commerce. My name is Olivia Stone, and we are here today with Michael Franke, the agent and owner of Franke Insurance Services right here in Castroville. Thank you for being here today.
Yeah, thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit more about Franke Insurance Services?
Well, Franke Insurance Services was established in Castroville September of 2015. And we are a independent agency, so we're not affiliated with just any one company. We work with multiple insurance companies to find best options for our clients.
What sets you apart from other insurance companies? You said independent.
Mm-hmm. So basically, as an independent, we try to find the right companies to work with in our market, and other companies with some particular names out there that we won't mention, even one of them mentions it in their commercials. They're exclusive to either a segment of clients, or they're exclusive to themselves. When that agency only offers you one policy or one company's insurance and doesn't give you an option for maybe A, B, and C, right, then those companies are what we in the industry consider captive.
Okay.
So a captive is really only looking at what that big company allows them the ability to write. On my end, I've established relationships with Germania, Hoheim Prairie, Progressive, Safeco, Travelers, and a whole bunch more. But we even have Nationwide and State Auto and so forth. But those are some in the independent world. There are some pretty decent sized companies. A lot of clients don't happen to recognize them, only because they don't spend the advertisement dollars that the other ones do. So Progressive people recognize, but the majority of the others are they're just going off of what the insurance agents can sell, and how we work to let people know about them.
Right. So you pull from all of those companies to provide the best quote.
Right. So for the majority of them, fit into what we call a rater, where we can plug in client information, submit, and we find out 10, 20 different companies pricing depending on the type of policy we're looking for. Some of them may not have that ability that we can go in through that scenario to do it. But for the most part, the ones that we focus on more, that's how we do it, and then we take it to the next step, because that's just a preliminary rate. That's not the end all be all rate. We've got to go in and do some stuff that doesn't transfer over, and make sure that everything is what we say it is, or what the client tells us that they say it is. So
right. And what type of policies do you offer?
So primarily, we're a personal lines company. So what we mean by that is your autos, your homes, your travel trailer RVs, motorhomes, motorcycles, flood policies. We do offer life insurance in the agency. Really, the only thing we don't get into too much with into here on the personal side is health insurance.
Okay.
So we do some commercial business insurance, maybe insure a building, company autos, some general liability policies, bonds. Just depends on what the scenario is, and what markets we have available to help those individuals or those businesses.
Okay. And so how do you go about getting a quote?
So if somebody is interested in getting a quote from us, they can call us at 830-444-4877. Go to our website, and we actually have a link in our website, frankeins.com. So go in there, and it's a form, and the form actually the client can fill in all their information and details, maybe the vehicles they want insured, the home they want insured, things of that nature. Hit submit, and then it feeds right over into the rater program that we work. So it goes into our system there, and then we just take that information and then go and run the quote. And we may call just needing some extra info, but we can pretty well take most of everything that's sent over and work with it to get the quote. If it's a business policy or something like that, we're probably going to need to do more contacting and so forth. But and then also email us, Michael Franke at frankeins.com, and then Melanie at frankeins.com. We can get a quote and then basically get the email and maybe follow up with somebody. It's like, okay. But most people either call us or even text us at times, and we do have it set up where our main phone number into the agency receives text messages.
What advice do you have right now on insurance policies given inflation and the rising costs?
Review your policy. Make sure we have right information. Autos, right now with the supply chains issue, you're running into increased cost of repairs that are really driving the market right now for auto insurance. So review it, make certain, if you need to, maybe make an adjustment with your deductible. I'm not a big adjustment, big into adjusting deductibles too much, because the value of the vehicle changes. It usually is going lower, so what's the point of carrying $1,000 deductible when you have a $5,000 vehicle or something like that? But today's numbers, what was it would have been maybe a $5,000 vehicle, a couple of years ago, maybe a $10,000 vehicle today. So look at your deductibles. On the home side, definitely follow up with your agent and review the rebuilding cost replacement. We call it a replacement cost estimation. What would it cost to rebuild your home today? Because you may have built it for $200,000, 5 years ago. It's probably more like $300, $350 today.
Right.
And if your insured value has not kept up with the estimated replacement cost, you could find yourself in a very bad situation of not having enough money to rebuild your home. And it may not even be a total loss, but rebuilding costs are completely different than the day one, putting that house up from the beginning. So take the time to look at that and make certain you're getting the right information and that the agent has the right information about your home. I've seen where, some don't take the time and they just plug in, I've got a shingle roof, and the truth is they've got a metal roof.
Wow.
And, if you're not taking the time to go through those details, you could easily, be underinsured, and that could be a very bad situation.
Right. Do you have any advice for businesses in this time, or it would depend on the business?
It really does depend on the business and the type of work they're doing, and how you're using your vehicles, and who's using your vehicles, and all of that. On the personal side, there is a lot of things there that need to be, you definitely need to be careful with when you're doing, your even personal insurance. If you're using your vehicle for business, for business travel, make sure the agent knows that that's the case. If you're using your vehicle for Uber and Lyft, make sure you have the endorsement. If you're using your vehicle for pizza delivery, food delivery, you better definitely have reviewed that with your agent, because most often those are not covered under your personal auto policy.
Okay.
So.
All right. So give Michael Franke at Franke Insurance Services a call if you have any questions, and he can definitely help you set up a policy or review your policy. And how easy is it to switch over if you're with someone else?
We can switch anybody over pretty much at any time. Just because you're in the middle of a policy period, even if you paid your policy in full, we can switch you. You're going to get a refund. The insurance company can only keep what's earned premium.
Okay.
If there's a policy fee associated, that may not be refundable, but the actual premium of the policy is only, they can only keep earned premium, so
Okay.
they would reimburse based on that. And so yeah, I've helped people change a month or two after a policy renewal, on a homeowner's, and it's escrowed. Just get the money, refund it, and then make sure it goes back in your escrow, so you're not, completely lopsided on your escrow account. So,
Right.
yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to add before we close?
No, I appreciate you coming out today and visiting with me. And, if there's anything we can help out with on your personal and or business insurance, give us a call. We'd love to be able to help you.